somewhere inside you right now, there is a book that has never been written, a business that has never been built, a gift that has never been fully expressed. And the terrifying truth is, most people will go to their grave with all of it still inside them. Dr. Myles Munroe called this the greatest tragedy on earth, not death, but unused potential. Today, we are going to make sure that is not your story. Stay with me. Welcome back. If you are new here, this channel exists to bring you the life-changing teachings of Dr. Myles Munroe, one of the most profound voices on purpose, potential, and kingdom principles the world has ever known. Last week, we explored the principle of purpose, why you were born, and what was placed inside you before birth. Today, we go deeper, because purpose without potential is just a dream. Today, we talk about how to unlock everything God deposited inside you. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Before we can unlock potential, we have to understand what it actually is, because most people have a completely wrong definition. They think potential means talent, or skill, or intelligence. But Munroe gave us something far more powerful. He defined potential as everything you are capable of being, doing, and achieving that you have not yet expressed. Read that again. Not what you have done, not what people have seen from you, but everything you are capable of that is still dormant inside you. Munroe used the illustration of a seed. When you hold a seed in your hand, what do you actually hold? You hold a forest. Because inside, that one seed is a tree. And inside that tree are thousands of fruits. And inside each fruit are hundreds more seeds. And inside each of those seeds, another forest. All of it is present. All of it is real. But none of it is visible yet. That seed is you. What people see right now is not all you are. It is simply all you have expressed so far. Now, Munroe was not naive. He knew that potential does not unlock itself. He taught that there are specific forces working against your potential every single day. And if you cannot name your enemy, you cannot defeat it. So here are 5 enemies of your potential straight from Munroe's teachings. Enemy number 1. Fear. Fear is the #1 killer of potential on earth, not failure. Fear of failure. Munroe said, "The moment you let fear make your decisions, your potential begins to die." Most people are not failing. They are not even trying, because fear convinced them it is not worth it. Enemy number 2. Wrong association. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Munroe was blunt about this. If the people around you are not pulling you higher, they are pulling you lower. There is no neutral ground when it comes to association. Audit your circle. It could be the most important thing you do this year. Enemy number 3. Lack of discipline. Potential without discipline is like a river without banks. It just spreads out and disappears. The most talented people in the world are often not the most successful, because talent without discipline never reaches its destination. Discipline is what turns potential into reality. Enemy number 4. No vision. Munroe said, "Where there is no vision, potential has no address." If you cannot see where you are going, your potential has nowhere to go. Vision is not wishful thinking. It is the blueprint that gives your potential direction and purpose. Enemy number 5. Comfort. This may be the most subtle enemy of all, because comfort does not feel like an enemy. It feels like a reward. But Munroe warned, the moment you get comfortable, you stop growing. And potential that stops growing begins to decay. Your comfort zone is the most dangerous place you can live. If this teaching is resonating with you right now, Take 2 seconds and hit subscribe. Every Sunday we go deep into principles that will transform your life. Now let's talk about how to actually activate your potential. Starting today. Identifying the enemies is only half the battle. Munroe was a practical man. He did not just diagnose the problem, he gave us the solution. So here is how you begin activating your potential right now. Step 1. Make a decision. This sounds simple. But Munroe said, most people never activate their potential because they never make a firm decision to do so. Not a wish, not a hope, a decision. The word decision comes from the Latin word meaning to cut off. When you truly decide, you cut off every other option. Make the decision today that you will no longer live below your potential. Step 2. Feed your mind daily. Potential grows in the direction of what you consume. What you read, watch, and listen to is either expanding your potential or shrinking it. Munroe was a voracious reader and learner his entire life. He understood that the mind is the soil, and you control what gets planted in it. Be intentional about what you feed yourself every single day. Step 3. Take the first step before you are ready. This is where most people get stuck. They are waiting to feel ready, waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for all the conditions to align. Munroe said, potential is only proven through action. You will never know what is inside you until you begin. The step does not have to be big. It just has to be taken. Start before you are ready. Correct along the way. Step 4. Find a mentor. Munroe believed deeply in the power of mentorship. He said, every person who ever reached their potential had someone who helped them see it first. Find someone who has walked the path you want to walk. Learn from their experience. Let their ceiling become your floor. I want to close with something Munroe said that completely reframes how we think about potential. He said, your potential was never just for you. It was deposited in you for the benefit of others. The gift inside you was designed to solve a problem, meet a need, or fill a gap in someone else's life. This is why unused potential is not just a personal tragedy. It is a community tragedy, a generational tragedy. Think about the people whose lives will be changed by the book you have not written yet. The people whose businesses will be transformed by the idea still sitting in your head. The children whose futures will be different because of the school, the ministry, the organization you have not built yet. They are waiting on you. Your potential is someone else's miracle. Here is your challenge for this week. I want you to identify one enemy of your potential from today's teaching. Just one. And take one concrete action to remove it from your life this week. One enemy. One action. This week. Write it in the comments, and let the community hold you accountable. If this teaching added value to your life today, share it with one person who needs to hear it. Subscribe so you do not miss next Sunday. We are moving into the leadership secrets of Dr. Myles Munroe. I will see you then.